Hi there, this is Jonathan Ginsberg. I'd like to talk to you today about what can possibly go wrong in your Chapter 7 case. And let me start by saying that most of the time Chapter 7 cases go through without a hitch. They're usually over start to finish in about 5 months. Rarely are there any kind of problems, but of course every once in a while there might be. So usually if you go into Chapter 7, it's going to be pretty much smooth sailing, but of course not always. And I would tell you that there are usually a couple different categories of problems that would arise in Chapter 7. One would be some sort of an issue that arises from information you didn't tell your attorney. For example, if you have an inheritance that's coming your way, or if you have a personal injury case, something like that, you didn't tell your attorney, and those type of things can really crop up and become really big problems in Chapter 7 because those could be assets of the estate. Plus, bankruptcy judges get real concerned and real suspicious of people who don't disclose relevant financial information. So I think it's really important in Chapter 7 when you talk to your lawyer, to make sure you discuss everything that's going on, even things that may not happen that you got to notice. You're part of some class action, about a phone bill or a wireless or cell phone bill or something like that may result in a little bit of money. Tell your lawyer. Don't assume that it's not a big deal. Nothing may happen, and that no one's going to be the wiser for it. Make sure that you tell your attorney everything. And basically, as you know, anything you tell us is basically going to be subject to the attorney-client privilege. So unless you're telling me that you're about to commit a crime, anything you tell me is going to stay between you and me. Now, by the same token, don't tell me that you have an asset you've got hidden away in your safe deposit box and expect me to go ahead with filing. I may choose not to represent you because, again, I'm not going to be involved and I'm not going to risk my license to help somebody defraud the bankruptcy court. So you want to make sure you're clean, you tell your lawyer everything. I will tell you that Murphy's Law usually applies in these cases, that if you don't tell your attorney something and it's damaging, it's probably going to come to light at some point. And if you've perjured yourself and lied to the bankruptcy court, you've got bigger problems than losing your discharge. You could find yourself with a criminal prosecution. The second area of issues that usually can arise in a Chapter 7 that could be a problem are those things that I would say don't meet the smell test. And what I mean by that is, obviously if you go out 3 weeks before bankruptcy and you charge up a killer hi-fi system, or you co-sign for a loan for somebody, you make a big payment to your brother-in-law right before filing, these things, just common sense would tell you, aren't going to work, and that somebody's going to object to them, and in fact somebody will. So it's really important, I think, that when you're getting ready to file bankruptcy, it's really better to talk to your lawyer. I would tell you, months ahead of time, just when you realize there's going to be a problem. It's best not to try to guess and fix it. In other words, don't go ahead and take money out of your retirement account and pay this debt and not pay that debt, things like that. That can really backfire. So I would tell you, if something gives you that nervous feeling, it doesn't really meet the smell test, don't do it and talk to an attorney. It's a lot easier for me to be proactive and to stop things from happening than to undo stuff that has happened. Yes, sometimes by disclosing stuff that you did, we can make it go away or maybe not be a big issue. But sometimes there's really nothing I can do unless we have to wait until you let 6 months or a year go by or 2 years go by before filing. So don't put yourself in that position to have something go wrong by virtue of either not telling me about something or about doing something that you think will solve a problem, but in fact just makes it worse. So those are really the categories of things that can go wrong. I've written out a number of things, more examples of stuff that can go wrong, but I think that it's better for the purpose of this video just to hit the big categories. So, of course, if you have any questions about any of this type of stuff, please feel free to email me or call my office. More than happy to chat with you about that and hopefully give you some advice about how to make your case go more smoothly. Again, I'm Jonathan Ginsberg, Atlanta bankruptcy attorney, and I hope this has been helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.